Welcome to Growing with the Woodpile. Today I'll be filling these fabric pots that I just made. I will be showing you how I fill these. But first I'm going to test the pot to see how well the water drains. Yeah, I am. So because I was afraid of the water not draining properly, I'm just going to spray some water in there. All right. It is dripping out. So, slowly. Oh, there it goes. Alright, time to fill the bag. Alright, now to put soil in the bag. See how full it gets. Went ahead and raked up the mulch that I have here. When I got the tree trimmed at Christmas, I had them dump all like a chip drop. I don't know if I'm just ghetto white trash, I don't know. Do all rakes have a metal pole? It's so heavy, it's a workout. So I went ahead and raked that up. And now I'm going to put my bag in place. I went in front of these black ones there, so roughly there. It's not standing up. In front of here. So I went ahead and here, that's leaves from my tree in the front yard. Went ahead and grabbed those. And I'm going to start filling up the bottom. Not that the leaves are that heavy, it's that I have dirt in the bottom of this, and all my 3 wheelbarrows have something in it right now. These leaves were, access to the road. There is some garbage in it, and I'm not picking it out. I'm not gonna do it. All right, got some leaves in the bottom. I don't like how it doesn't just stay up, but I need to get more dirt in it. So, see if I can. The bottom of these leaves is dirt. I think it must have been my native dirt down there. My native dirt. It's kind of clayishy. Is that a word? Clayishy. I had some aloe vera plants up front that I repotted, and they've been in those pots for quite a while, so I must have just put some native soil in the bottom of it. I'm going to try to get some of it in here. You also can see some of the potting soil I must have had in there along with it. I can't imagine what this other one's going to be like to fill up if this one is going to be that complicated. Kind of liking the size of it though. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I got a bunch of, yes, I'm wearing my rose pruning gloves. And this is my bougainvillea from up front. And now I'm just going to cut it into pieces and cut it into here. Don't like that it has thorns, but I'm just going to use it. When they're soft like this, the thorns aren't as hard, but they're still thorns. Don't get me wrong. So I got a bunch to cut up that I'm going to stick in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video until I get more in there. Okay, so I got the bougainvillea in there. And then I added a layer of straw. This is also a bush I had up front. So you see the bougainvillea, added a big layer of straw. Now I'm adding the rest of that dirt in there. And then I'll probably put my garden mixture in after that. It is sitting a little crooked, so I'm going to try to scoop out from underneath and see why is it sitting crooked. Alright, got it all filled up. Need a little bit more dirt, then I'm going to have to mix more. I do need to do a own video on that. But basically, Google Melmathol Mills raised bed mix. I'm going to do the other one. I am a little nervous. It's over there in that corner. It's taller. So I'm going to put it there. The corner. But let's do this. I'm going to cut in right here and I'll just show you the stuff I make my garden soil out of. This is peat moss. This is vermiculite. However, it is really, I'm not used to it being this fine. I couldn't find any and I ordered it online and hopefully it does what it needs to do. Worm castings over here. I sometimes throw in a couple of handfuls of worm castings, but real quick here, let me grab this out again. I do equal measurements. One of these of vermiculite, one of these of peat moss. As we head over here, this is the peat moss. I like to pre-wet it. This is the garden soil that's already mixed up in there. So, one of these vermiculite, one of these peat moss, and over here, our city lets you buy these for $10. This is soil and compost that I buy from a local nursery. They say there's sand, compost, so it's like topsoil. And one of these. So, to recap, one peat moss, one vermiculite, one of this garden soil mixture I get at my nursery, and if I remember, a couple handfuls of worm castings. That's how I make it. I know you're supposed to, in the Melmathol that was hard to say, mix, you're supposed to use different types of compost, but I just can't afford that right now. So that's how I make my gardening mix, but back to the rest of the video. So I started filling this one, got the leaves in the bottom, and it's starting to take shape. And that is just way too tall. I don't even know what I'd use it for. That's 3 feet. So before I go much further, this isn't wet, it's just leaves in there. I'm going to dump it out. I'm going to cut it down to about there. So about a foot. Yeah, so about a foot. Alright. And then I will double check my dimensions and see if I just did it wrong. But I just don't want it this tall. Okay, we got soil in both bags. So this is the first bag. This is the one that was the female on YouTube that can't think of her name right now. And I need to go back and put more soil in it. I want to fill it up to the very top because there is stuff that's going to break down at the bottom. I just want the soil completely full because it's going to fall. It's going to fall. Now, this one looks good. For some reason you think I would put the seam towards the back, but I didn't. I did cut off 12 inches, packed it up. It's not a bad little planter. I have several more I'm going to make, but I think I am going to go ahead and use this pattern. I like it a little bit rounder, although I don't know once I get more dirt if that will fill out more at the top. But funny story on the bougainvillea, you can see a little bit of the pink here. There's some extra back there that I had that I'll use on some other projects. Coming up front. So I filled these the same way. These aloe vera plants I had 4 and did it almost the exact same way. So they're bleeding red. Let's see if I can get up. Red from the bougainvillea has been smashed down. Let me just spray that off. It's probably going to stay in the concrete. You can really tell on this one. It's bleeding. And I think it's because I actually stood on the bougainvillea as I packed them in. So I really didn't want these to sink down because I didn't want the aloe vera to fall in. But I like the blue. My husband doesn't care for the blue, but that's okay. He doesn't watch my YouTube channel anyway. All right, thank you for learning and growing with Woodpile.